boundaries. So my mom's in the kitchen cooking, and I don't tell her why, but I ask her, what is your world without boundaries? She said, the world would be an infinite vacation. So then I asked my father the same question. He said, it's obviously Sunday night football every night. And then I asked my younger brother. He said, ice cream. He's 5. After hearing my family's responses, I was confused by what could link them all together. That was until I asked my younger sister. She said that the world without boundaries is a world of happiness. And suddenly everything made sense. You see, the way we see the world without boundaries is based off our own happiness, the happiness we want to envision for ourselves. So I started thinking about how. How do we see the world without boundaries into our happiness? Well, the first step is realizing we have to find that one person in our life that lets us see past the boundary. This could be a parent, a boss, or even a coach. For Walt Disney, it was his brother Roy. Helen Keller had Anne Sullivan, and the Kennedys had the Kennedys. We need people that don't let us see the boundaries in our life as an obstacle, but let us see the happiness beyond them. For me, this was my mom. From a young age, I told her someday, I want to be the mostest, bestest doctor in the world. She then sat me down in her office and said, honey, fix your grammar and dream bigger. As a child, my mother encouraged me to go beyond the boundaries, despite the obvious obstacles that stood in my way. And here's the key. With her encouragement, anything I could have imagined got a little bit more clear. The next step to know boundaries and finding our happiness is realizing it's not always going to be smooth sailing. Sometimes we're going to fall along the way. Michael Jordan got cut from his high school basketball team. J.K. Rowling's pitch for Harry Potter got turned down 12 times before being published. For me, I've taken a little note from my father's book. Every day before dropping me off for school, my father would say, today is going to be a great day, and every mistake is a lesson learned. Now, while little me was far more worried about what I had packed for lunch, I think I ended up paying attention. Even though we may make a mistake or run smack dab in the face of a boundary, we can learn and get through it by accepting the fact that we're going to face trials in life. We get better at bouncing back. We just have to remember what's on the other side. The third thing I see critical when imagining our world without boundaries is knowing the importance of making lemonade. You know the saying, when life gives you lemons? Well, just bear with me. The events occurring in these last few months have been, needless to say, stressful for millions, including my family. From the loss of my parents' jobs to just last week, after testing positive for COVID-19 myself. Your boundaries now seem louder, higher, and thicker than ever. But you know who are the people that are doing the best right now? It's the people making lemonade. We have to see the happiness in light of the bad situations. So I am happy to say that while in bad health, I'm feeling relatively well today. I am happy to say that I still have this Zoom call to let my voice be heard. And I'm happy to say that I have 2 loving parents waiting right behind my door, ready to play a full-fledged, masked, socially distanced game of charades from 6 feet away. Listen, we can't start to imagine a world without boundaries until we're ready to look at the happiness, the potential that lies beyond them. So I asked my family what their world without boundaries would look like. And what I learned is that it's personal. My world without boundaries is different from yours. So think about this. Who in your life tells you you can accomplish anything you set your mind to? Think about how your last success wasn't without failure. And remember the importance of making lemonade and seeing the good in every situation. This trifecta is the key to imagining a world without boundaries and finding our happiness. Thank you.
My name is Matteo Mauro. I am from Region 2, from the North Florida region. I am currently an entering freshman going to Mississippi State University this fall. My special thank yous, I would love to say thank you to Miss Leslie and the whole Matteo family for helping me along the way, Mr. Doug Henriquez, the Optimist leader for Golf Breeze, and of course, Miss Allen, my speech and debate coach, who has been a tremendous help for every speech competition I've ever done. And of course, I'd like to thank Optimist as a whole for giving me this opportunity for my last year. So thank you.